Hey, comic fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline and fans. You're with me, Mike Spider Slayer. Guys, welcome back. And today was the mid-season premiere of The Walking Dead. That's right, season 4. The episode is obviously known as After. And it's a great title to the episode because it has to deal with the after effects of the whole prison and the governor and our whole group of characters on what they're going through after the whole prison situation, how they're going to regroup, how they're going to survive on their own, and whatnot. This episode had to deal with what you see right here on the screen, Carl and Rick. Basically, this episode focuses mainly on these characters with a secondary story of Michonne kind of going back to the time, thinking about the past of her husband and her, I guess it was her husband's best friend and whatnot. So she was going through some emotional stages on being by herself again. That was pretty much Michonne's story. In this episode, this almost stays true to the comics, maybe goes a little bit more in depth. If you did read the comic series, this episode had to do with that. As you saw in the last episode of The Walking Dead, Rick basically gets the crap beat out of him by the governor, and he also got shot in the leg, and so there was lots of things that happened to Rick in this episode. um, and you can see him walking with Carl trying to get cover, trying to get supplies, but you can see that he is in bad shape in the episode, and he tries to really try to recover from that. But Carl holds a huge grudge against his father, and he doesn't admit that until his father winds up slipping into somewhat of you want to say a coma, because he was so badly beaten up. And you get to see the serious part of Carl, um, the emotional side of Carl, and yet Carl being a little bit of a child as well in certain instances in this episode. But you can obviously see that Carl has a huge grudge against his father on what he did as a leader for this whole group, and it seems like he has let his father down. So it's a very interesting episode in that aspect. When you look at the overall episode, though, not much action that happened in the episode. There was a few zombie scenes. There was a thing in there. There was an instance in there where I actually thought that maybe Carl would have gotten bit, because in my opinion, I feel that Carl is kind of outgrowing the character in the show compared to where he is in the comic. I don't know if that makes a big deal in the show, but it kind of seems not as quickly as Carl is aging. The show's time frame doesn't seem to be keeping up with his age. I don't know if that really matters. But again, this was a decent episode to reintroduce the series, get us back in the swing of things. And in the next episode, it looks like what we're going to be seeing is you're going to see Tyrese and Beth and the twins, and you're going to see how they're surviving out there on their own. So, and yet we're going to yet see Daryl and Maggie and Glenn and get to see how those guys are surviving. So there's a lot of things to look forward to in this season, something different, not in a setting. They're kind of on their own, and this does fit the comics in a way because for a while the group does live on their own this way. Again, not much action, but a lot of character development when it comes to Carl, and it was great to see Michonne really break down at the end when she finally finds Rick and Carl, so that was nice to see. So for this episode, I'm going to give this one probably a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Not my favorite episode, but good character development in it. So guys, there is TV time. Today we were talking about The Walking Dead, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. And guys, as always, thank you for watching Comic Frontline. In 2 more days, we're going to be going live. So that's 2/11/14. This channel will get its official launch at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So guys, as always, thank you for watching Comic Frontline, and until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Take care, everyone. Take care. Bye.